Most people make building muscle way harder than it needs to be. They're doing too many exercises, changing their workouts every week, trying to optimize every little detail, and ironically, that's exactly what's slowing their progress down. Because building muscle isn't about doing more, it's about doing less, better. And the people who grow the fastest, they're usually doing the most boring, repeatable things over and over again. So in this video, I'm going to show you the simplest way to build muscle, by stripping everything down to what actually matters, and cutting out everything that doesn't, so you can stop overthinking and start making real progress. First, limit your exercise selection. There's no shortage of exercise variations. Some are effective, and some are just a complete waste of your time. More exercises doesn't mean more growth. It usually just means more confusion. You don't need more exercises. You need more ownership over the ones you're already doing. Think about it this way. There are plenty of people who built great physiques with only a few exercises. They didn't need the latest and greatest bicep plate curl on an incline bench while you're setting the ABCs backwards to confuse the muscle. Instead, stated progression on few key lifts over time will give you the best results and make the process less complicated. They didn't need the latest optimized variation, they just got really good at a few key movements. Because the goal isn't to try everything, it's to progress something. If you added 10 pounds to your bench every 2 months, that's 60 pounds in a year. That's a completely different chest. Compared to doing 20 plus variations and not knowing if you're actually improving. Progress builds muscle, not novelty. Which leads into the second point, stick with the exercises longer. I used to program hop all the time. I'd run something for 2 to 3 weeks, get bored, switch to something new, different exercises, different reps, different everything. And because of that, I never gave it anything enough time to actually work. A good rule of thumb is to stick with an exercise for at least 6 weeks, more realistically 8 to 12 weeks. Then make small adjustments, not complete overhauls. For example, run pull-ups for a few months, then switch your grip slightly. Not completely change the movement into some circus variation that looks cool, but doesn't even match the mechanics anymore. It may look cool on Instagram, but your results won't be. Muscle is built by progressing movements, not constantly replacing them. Next, keep your workouts short and repeatable. If your workouts feel like a war every time, you're not going to win long term. You might survive for a week, maybe 2, but when life gets busy, you'll start skipping. That's where progress dies. Instead, your workouts should be challenging but repeatable. For most people, the sweet spot is around 45 to 75 minutes. Long enough to make progress, short enough to actually stick to it. Because the easiest workout is the one you actually repeat. Doing 1 more rep or adding 5 more pounds than last week over the course of a year will pay huge dividends while keeping your sanity in check. And repeating good workouts consistently will always beat perfect workouts done occasionally. One other thing to keep in mind is to stop chasing variety and optimization. Changing your incline angle every 2 weeks instead of mastering one setup for 8 to 12 weeks is one of the fastest ways to stall your progress. Because now you don't know if you're improving or just doing something different. Most of these optimizations are tiny. They barely move the needle compared to adding reps, adding weight, and improving control. So instead, pick a setup that feels good, stick with it, progress with it, and change it later. Simple rule is to master first, optimize later. For my 5th point, I'm going to focus on progress, not perfection. You're going to have good workouts and bad workouts. That's normal. What matters is the trend over time. Are you getting stronger? Are you adding reps? Are you improving control? If yes, you're on the right track. Because muscle doesn't care about perfect workouts. It responds to consistent progression. Like I said earlier, you don't see many people benching big weight with a small chest. And finally, make it fit your life. Because the best program on paper means nothing if you don't stick to it. Build your workouts around your schedule, not your motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but your schedule doesn't. If one gym is perfect, with 30 minutes out of the way, and another is basic but right next to your work, the second one wins, every time. I base my workouts around key movements that I do every month, changing either the sets, rep range, or tempo so you don't have to overthink it. The best program isn't the most optimal, it's the one that fits your life. Because convenience equals consistency, and consistency equals results. The goal is to put your training on autopilot. There are plenty of days I don't feel like training, but I go anyway, start my warm-up, hit the first set, and almost every time I finish the workout. The best program isn't the most optimal, it's one you actually follow. If you do just what we talked about in this video, you're already ahead of most people in the gym. But now we need to answer the big question, how hard should you actually be training? Because a lot of people push way too hard or not hard enough, and both can hold you back. So in the next video, we're breaking that down. And if you want fitness that actually fits your life without wasting time in the gym or the kitchen, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next one.